First of all, I will thank you for the opportunity to let me show my project. I'm Riccardo Magris, and my supervisor is Professor Paolo Zamparo. Human body is made for walking. We need to walk to do our everyday activity, regardless we are healthy or ill. So in my project, I'm trying to understand how muscle tendon function affect walking ability in patients in which this ability is evidently compromised. So I wonder why patients with Parkinson's disease walk poorly. Parkinson's disease is a chronic progressive neurological disorder that involves both motor and non-motor symptoms with a strength deficit. Most literature on this population focuses on the effect of the pathology on the central nervous system, and only few authors describe relations between the loss of strength and the muscle tendon alteration. Strength deficit is not due to muscle morphology at rest, but to how muscle moves and the stiffness of the muscle tendon complex. The contractile impairment, as a consequence, leads to a reduced walking ability caused by difficulties in the gait initiation and falls. To explain the hypothesis of my project, I'll explain my muscle spring model. Imagine you are shortening a spring with your maximal force. The spring shortens a lot, and when you release it, the spring returns to the normal length very quickly. Now, imagine to shortening a very stiffer spring with your maximal force. The spring shortens less than the previous one, and when you release it, the stiffer spring returns to the normal length slower than the more compliant one, right? So our hypothesis is that the stiffening of the muscle tendon complex in Parkinson's patients alters the capability of the muscle to change in shape, such as the smaller length changes of the stiffer spring. This alteration could ultimately lead to an inefficient contraction affecting explosive strength that is related to the risk of fall. To perform our experiment, we used a dynamometer to collect force exerted during explosive contraction, and an ultrasound apparatus recorded the muscle behavior during contraction. An increased muscle stiffness was observed in the more affected limb in patients compared to healthy subjects. The muscle stiffness in patient decreases capability to change in shape. So, at a higher values of stiffness correspond lower muscle shape changes in patient. Finally, a greater change in muscle shape corresponds to more rapid force generation. Our results indicate that an increased stiffness of Parkinson's disease patient muscles affect the ability to exert force rapidly. So, stretching protocol and instrumental or manual therapy by physiotherapists could be useful to reduce the muscle stiffness and improve explosivity, leading to a reduced risk of falling and increasing the quality. Thanks for your attention.